Hey, good morning everybody. Alex here with DarkMonkeyBalls.com coming at you with another video. As far as updates go, here's what we have going on. Or what I have going on. This cinnamon ball python is nice and gravid. Oops, let's see here. Very gravid. She should be dropping eggs in a few weeks, or a couple weeks. She was bred to a lesser, so that's got some possibilities there. Here's all the babies right now, or at least most of them. And I'll explain what I mean. So I got the second clutch, the pewter clutch down here that I'm trying to give their first meals to, and I don't think any of them have eaten, which is a pain in the ass. But here's the original clutch up here. And hey look, an empty tub. Why is that tub empty? Because one of the snakes got out. Actually two got out, one was lesser, but here he is right here. I'm going to explain a couple tips and tricks to finding lost snakes. But yeah, and here's the issue. These Sterilite tubs, these shoebox tubs, they sound like they lock, but sometimes they don't. And it's not that hard for a little snake, or any snake, to push their way out when those lids aren't really secure. So if you're using these tubs, make sure that they lock up. And so now for tricks to finding lost snakes, first off, I've lost quite a few in the 5 or so years that I've had snakes, and I've always found them. One thing is to basically not freak out, because they don't go very far. I've never found a snake outside of my snake room. So basically, the tub that this little lesser was in was down here on this bottom shelf, and you'd think that this tiny snake's not going to get too far. So the first thing you'd want to do is just check all the corners of the room that you're in, because they're going to go looking for a warm spot to hide. And as you can see, this room's a mess. So there's plenty of spots where this snake can get to. Alright. One of the biggest pains in the ass here is this shelf. I found snakes behind that, so I've had to move the entire shelf to get them out. What they'll do is they'll run along the lines of a wall, because their vision's not too great, and they'll basically just keep going until they find a corner or something they want to hide in. There's also this little area down here where I found snakes hiding, which makes it sound really bad, like I have snakes escaping all the time, but hey, shit happens. So, one thing you might not be aware of or think about, these guys like to climb, and they climb very well. Case in point, I'd figure that the snake was on the ground, because that's where the tub was, but I actually found it all the way at the very top in the back corner of this closet. Tucked away back there. So this little dude made his way from the bottom shelf all the way to the top. Now last season when I had my cinnamon clutch, one of the cinnamons got out. Again, because of these stupid Sterilite tubs, but hey, they're cheap, so whatever. And he got from the rack all the way, not to the bottom corner, but I found him posted up on top of the shoulder of that. I was just kind of chilling on my computer working, and looked up and I noticed, hey, that thing doesn't look quite right, and there was one of the snakes hanging out on the shoulder pad. So that was great. So anywho, you just keep in mind they're going to go against walls and they're going to like to climb. Now if you think you've realized it's escaped recently, what you're going to want to do is basically figure out where the tub was at, or where it is at, and look around in the immediate area as to where they can climb onto. Because my original thought was it's going to be on the snake number 2 that's missing, I should say. I figured it would be on this shelf someplace. Actually, it might be in there. I don't know. But he's not on any of the shelves, and that's right. This guy's sibling, one of the normals, is also missing. Here's the thing too, he just ate, so once he finds a spot, he's not going to go anywhere for a while. He's going to be relaxing. So don't look during the day or expect to find them during the day, because once they find a spot to hide, they're sticking there. Alright, your best bet, you look around at night. That's when they're going to be moving from place to place, either looking for food or looking for a better spot to hide. And the good thing too is my snake room here is pretty warm, so I don't have to worry about them getting, cooling down too much or getting sick or anything. So, anywho, This lesser's going back. And here, to be a troublesome little snake, and there's one lock, there's two locks. If he escapes again, I'm going to be pissed off. So, anywho, just a couple tips there. Hopefully I find this other one fairly soon. Shouldn't be too big a deal. Like I said, I've found all the snakes that end up getting out, so it's not really that big a deal. But hey, thanks for watching.